Now that Instagram has given us a way to curate the content we've created on the platform, we really need to make sure we're leveraging guides inside of our business to help our audience grow with us and learn how to work with us and pay us for the services and products that we offer. Now, I love guides because it takes content that we've already created and allows us to turn it into almost an online magazine where you can onboard people into your business. You can teach them what they need to know about contacting you. You can show off your products and services, and you can really treat it as a way for them to get ideas and inspiration on how to work with you in a really effective and creative way. So guides are incredibly important. If you haven't checked out our tutorials on how to use guides, make sure you do. I've linked them down below for you. And today I want to talk about how to actually promote those guides once you have created them. Now, the cool thing about guides is that it's not a lot of work. It's content you've already created, you're just putting into almost magazine form, a way of talking them through what they need to know and what they need to see in order to move forward with your business. So it's not a lot of extra work. It really comes down to you scrolling through your feed, finding the things you want to add into your content, and then you are just going to list it with a title and with a caption. So you get to do a ton of effective work with very, very little effort. So what do we do once we've created these guides? Well, the first thing I want you to be doing with your guide is to send it to your Instagram stories. So you're actually going to go into your guide and you're going to tap on the little button and it's going to allow you to send it to your stories. And I want you to do this every month or so. You do not have to be putting this out all the time. This is not something you have to be doing every single day, but once you've created it, you need to leverage it, right? So I want to make sure that you are kicking it out to your Instagram users around once a month. You can even rotate this up as you need to, but whenever it fits into the conversation, you can then add it to your Instagram stories, and for 24 hours, it then lasts in your Instagram stories so that you can show it to potentially new people or refresh people who maybe saw it before but don't remember it or didn't need it at the time. So this is a really great way to get it in front of your current Instagram users. But that's not the only way that you can be creating and then marketing those guides. Now, when it comes to your guides, you do have the ability to grab a link. So you are going to be able to use that link and send it to your other social media platforms. So all you have to do for this is grab that link, which is right inside of the guide. So you're just going to click the button, you're going to copy the link, and you're going to be able to take it to Facebook, to your YouTube community, to wherever it is that you are talking to your people inside of Facebook groups or inside of communities and conversations, and you're going to be able to share that with them, and they will be able to access it through any web browser, whether they have Instagram or not. This is a great way to onboard people into your system, but that's not it. I do want you to be sending this out in your newsletter. I want you to be sending this out on social media and putting it out on the other social platforms, but I also want you to include this on your website. So this is a great way to leverage these guides without having to do a lot of extra work and without people having to click on links to go places. So inside of your desktop version of Instagram, so you can't do this from your phone, you have to do this from your desktop version. You're going to pull up the link to that guide, which you can find inside of your Instagram guides feed, and you're going to then be able to embed that code on your website. So that's just going to live right on your website. People will be able to scroll through it right on your website, your blog, your whatever it is that you're using, and be able to look at that and be onboarded into your system. And this is really cool because then you don't have to build out extra pages on your website. The work is already done. It's got the great graphics, it's got the videos, it's got the titles and captions, and they can then be onboarded into your business, or they know how to contact you, or they're going to know what products and services you offer, or how they can creatively use that inside of their lives or their businesses to grow what they're doing. Now, guides are really important, so I do recommend you're making no less than one per month. Remember, this is content you've already created. All you have to do is take 5 minutes, sit on your phone, and you are just going to scroll through until you find things that have some type of connection, and you're going to add them to a guide. And then you're just going to guide them through your guide with the titles and with the captions. Again, you can show off your products. You can show off your services. You can show off how people have creatively used your products or services. You can show how to contact you or how to prepare for a photo shoot with you, or what they need to do to pick the scents for the candles that you are creating for their custom candles for their weddings. You're just going to use this in different ways to then guide them through content you've already posted, you already have up, that will then allow them to take next steps with you inside of your business and be really creative with what you're doing and how you are doing it. So let me know in the comments below, are you using guides already? What guides have you created? And if not, are you going to be jumping into the world of guides? Because this is so effective for showing off older content and really bringing new life to some of the things that you have been creating already in the past on your Instagram platform. Remember, this is your main feed. These are videos and photos. These are reels. These are your IGTVs. The things that you're creating are going into your guides already. So everything that you've already spent all your time working on now goes into this and gets repurposed and breathes new life into it and allows you to do some really cool things inside of your business. Again, if you need tutorials on how to work guides, I've linked those down below for you, and make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell because we're going to continue our discussion on guides and on how to grow on Instagram to create more profit inside of your business through the smart strategies you are using inside of Instagram. And with the new changes that Instagram is now implementing, dang, do we have a lot of things to talk about. So I'll see you in the next video as we continue our discussion on how you can grow on Instagram.